Alright everybody, no flames. We're gonna make some Brazilian food today. Moqueca, which is a tomatoey, peppery fish stew. We're gonna make farofa, which is like kind of like a drier grits using cassava. We're gonna make caipirinha, which is a daiquiri using whole segments of lime, and cachaça, which is a rum like sugar cane distillate from Brazil. And we're gonna be, I don't know, a couple other things. Toasting some plantains. No, you're all good. Producer is fiddling, making sure things are in focus and sharp.
I realized we used it for the video.
Yeah, it's all good. All right. But yeah, I think things are looking. Although the only thing I would say about it is actually a little high. So like I can't see really much anything. Oh, whoops! I just turned this on. About burned my hand. You get what I mean? Like we try to get it to. Oh, perfect, perfect. Yeah, in line with the molding or the trim on the window, and then it's a little. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's kind of harder to see with the two camera setup now because this guy's kind of covered up. But I think that's good. Better. Yeah, and we can see, almost see the. It's whatever. We can see here. It's all good. We've been using the camera for free cam purposes. For the video we've been doing, working on. So, wipe up some stuff here real quick. Just get things a little better. I don't need my ginger bug, so I can use that space more effectively. I don't know. Should be good though. Yeah. So we should start off. I went to the Asian food store, 99 Ranch, and I got 5 pounds of black cod. And they cut it into steaks for me. And so we're gonna make some fish broth. Musica. They have no lid. That's fine. I think the lid is in use right now. Oh, is it? Oh, it is. Perfect. So we're going to take our heads and tails. Should I rinse it? Okay, let me rinse it then. Producer's getting a little high on the horse and doing a lot of kibitzing now. So I'm getting heckled from the side. But yeah, we've got some lovely black cod fish heads. Halves of heads and tails. So we'll just take all of this and this will be our stock. Give them a quick rinse. Trying to find the tails now. Oh, there's another head piece here. Not seeing any tail pieces. Or I guess there's this. This is a tail piece. It doesn't have the fin, but it has like the, you know, very much tail. We've got one, 2, 4, 6. Yeah, because there were 3 fish. I'm just gonna grab these really small hind quarter pieces. I don't know. Let me count all the pieces. 1, 2, 2, 4, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. There's like 12 pieces. So this would make 15 pieces. I'm just gonna 12 pieces, fine. Because we're adding some shrimp to this as well. You know what I mean? This go in the stock or this go in the soup? Stock. Great. So I believe this is normally done with like pretty strong, like strong as in like not uber delicate flaky white fish. A lot of times this will be done with like grouper or halibut, but black cod was nice and cheap at the Asian food store. So we got that instead. And you know what? I'll just do it back over here because that's what I want to do. Let me wash my hands. And we'll just add some salt to that. All right. And then we'll start to treat our fish here. I believe it needs to be salted and given some lime.
The heads are pretty big.
What?
The heads are pretty
Yeah, they are big. I'm just gonna. It's probably an amount that's close to a good amount. Who knows? And we'll just boil that for, you know, an hour or two. Let's see. What else? Just trying to get things going. Things started is important. There was a bit of confusion, and we left our shrimp in the freezer. So the shrimp is frozen. So I think I'm going to thaw it out because I believe it also wants to be salted and limed like the fish. So I'm just going to throw all the fish pieces in here, and we're going to give it a good rinse, and then it's going to go in a bowl with lime and salt. And that'll just kind of marinate. All the videos I saw kind of worked this way. So we're just going to do that. Shoot. That was warm water. Rather not do that to our fish. Not trying to poach it in the sink, right? Okay. Got deal of limes. All of the meat trays are mixed up so that way things won't fit. Put them in the right way. Look at that. There's plenty of room. Nice. I have a brand new bottle of Fernet. So we'll snack on some of this for a little while. Am I peeking? Does it sound like I'm peeking? Sorry, I opened the Coke and I watched the thing go fully red on OBS. How about this? Is that peaking? Does that sound bad? Okay. Reports from producer is it doesn't sound bad. All right. Wonderful, wonderful, earthy, minty, chocolatey flavors when mixed with the Coca-Cola. Brings out kind of a... It's hard to explain. It's like an Andes mint. It's really good. But it's not like Rumple Mints. It's not like chocolate Rumple Mints. It's way more, you know... It's got its own thing going on. It's good. Have this out. And I'm gonna juice, like, let's see, 4 or 5 of these. Fortunate to get some pretty decent limes at the store. They're very plump. Let's get a measuring cup. Looks like the measuring cup didn't wind up in there. Wonder where it ran off to. The Pyrex measuring cup, the glass guy. The regular looking one. The one that's right here. Here it is. Was just left on the counter. That's fine. It was found, so no harm, no foul. We've got some over-the-hill Samarzanos and assorted other tomatoes. It's getting to that time where the rain's setting in, So they're splitting before they get fully ripe. And so none of the tomatoes are 100% usable, but all of them are at least partially usable. So I'll have to process those, and we will, have some good tomatoes for stew here. It's also got coconut milk in it. I got some coconut milk. Speaking of which, I should just pull this out of the refrigerator right now. I think this is still good. Let's see. Best before 2026. Is it like freaking solid? I think it might just be cold. Yeah. It's just cold. All the fat's sunk into the bottom. And we could do the thing where you like caramelize, well, you break the emulsion, and then you can do that with like the fattier part of the coconut oil or the coconut milk, where you evaporate enough water from it that you break the emulsion, and then it separates into oil and then the coconut solids, which then the oil starts to, heat up, and the solids start to toast. A lot of times you get that in like different kinds of curries, especially like Thai curries. They would use that quite a bit. That is the thing we could do. I am thinking I'm going to opt for just using a little bit of olive oil. We'll try breaking some coconut milk another time. And then, okay, looks like I didn't even need this thing. And then, there was a couple recipes, though, that called for red palm oil. We went to a couple grocery stores, and it was not available. No red palm oil, which normal palm oil kind of carries a stigma of being not very good for you. And I think that's because most of the palm oil we get is like the ends and bits that's like uber processed to the max to where they can get the oil out of it. But I believe that the palm oil, the red palm oil, it's like kind of like a coconut oil sort of thing, where it's like really easy to get that, right? It's not super processed. And so as a result, it's got this nice, delicate floral flavor. So I'm told. We'll have to get some for another time. Apparently it also has a very low smoke point because of all the solids in it, right? Which speaks to its unrefined, easy to process nature. Okay, lime. Got a little more water in here. I suppose it's a soup. It's all going to be water at some point. And I'll just get the lime and the salt on it right now. And then we will add the shrimp to this once we get the shrimp thawed out. And we'll give it another toss. Holy salt. All right, that is probably enough salt. So it's not like a ceviche, but all the videos had marinate the fish in lime before it goes into the stew. So we're working through all our pizzas for our pizza video. So only a couple more pizza types left. So Getting one in every week or so. All right. All right. And then we want to do a rice and this farofa stuff, which is going to be a whole fucking big ass question mark. That's what it is right now. Let me get this defrosting. Just fill some lukewarm water. And then leave it on a little drip there for about, I don't know, however long. Just the smallest drip. There we go. All right. And then our soup will be in here. Once we get the broth to a good thing, but we can start on the soup, which means we need to get in some aromatics. I got a couple of jalapenos and a poblano. We'll start with 2 in this poblano, but I got more peppers. We'll see. We'll see where things go. And onion and garlic, you know, all their favorites. And I believe ginger as well. They want ginger in the base of this guy. I hope we have ginger. I swear we do. I feel like I tossed some. No, we. Yeah, we got a good whack here we can use. Do I need any garlic peeled? Sure. That's always nice. Producer, willing to help. Always appreciated. How about 2 bulbs? Because we got to do the farofa and all this stuff. Yeah.
Can you give me like a
Bag or a bowl. Yeah, you could just take the bag, and then here's a. Sounds like your grandma's house. Great. Well, grandma's a good cook, so thanks. This onion's looking kind of sad. Why so sad? Oh, because it's all fucked up. Gross. I'm just gonna throw this away. Let's see, is this one gross? I sure hope not. We have enough other onions, but you know, sucks to see something that's gross. We didn't get it that long ago. I think that's the thing when you get the onions in the bag.
unless you plan on using them all at once and you happen to get them where they're all ripe, it's almost always the case where one of them is just like fucked up. All right. Onions. We're just going to keep this kind of, pretty rough. Not the biggest deal. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Wait, foul demon. Healthy amount of olive oil. Oh, shit. We'll let that heat up a little bit here. And we'll prep our peppers. Fuck it. Let's do the peppers too. Just a little poblano. We're going to be adding a lot of bell peppers here at some point. Oh, you know what I was going to get? I was going to pick some of those harissa peppers I got out there. I might go grab some of those. Those are more like a lighter kind of paprika, sort of. I guess paprika is bell pepper. There's not a lot of spices in this. It's mostly just like fresh ingredients. So probably just going to be like salt and pepper for the most part. Beautiful homegrown jalapenos. Shrimp can go to the side for now. Don't want spicy fingers. All right, and these shrimps are already like done. So we're gonna rinse these out. And we're just gonna stir this up with our existing fish. Just to get the salt and lime on it. And I think this is a really good ratio of shrimp to fish. I think this is actually looking really good. Where like the fish are the big main thing, but there's a little bit of, and it is one of those where like it is whole pieces of fish, so there's gonna be bones. You gotta pick out the bones. Sorry. That's what it is. It's a fish stew. Sorry. I'm seeing some sizzle. Whatever. Grab our onions, going with the onions first. And we'll save these smaller guys for the next portion of addition. All right. We can start off with our ginger now. Oh, this ginger looks pretty fucked up. Yeah, it doesn't look very good. I think this segment might look better. We might have to toss all this ginger. There we go. This is much more like what we. It's just one of those where I couldn't remember if I had ginger or not, and so I bought ginger like fucking 3 or 4 times over where I didn't need it, and then I had like more ginger than I knew what to do with, and I just kind of hung on to it and thought I had ginger forever. So we're on the downspin of that kind of deal. But there's some good ginger here. I'll buy some new stuff next time. We're going to make bumbahui next week, so I'm not sure if that has ginger in it. Might have ginger. But we will buy ginger. Nonetheless, irregardless, we will buy ginger. All right. Just gonna give this a bit of a... All right. That's a decent little knob. This fish is starting to smell pretty good. Black cod, also known as sablefish. I think fishmongers are now trying to rebrand it to butterfish. They're trying to rebrand it to butterface. It's pretty good. Yeah, I'm tossing this whole thing. And we might keep this in case we need it. But these lacrimators, just get my sinuses going. Salt. Let's see, does producer have any garlic? Might I have all of this garlic? Thank you. Garlic. Yep. Thank you much, producer. And I'm sure this is more garlic, but I like garlic. So, who cares? Just gonna double check some stuff. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Oh, hey, what's up? Thanks for the sub. We're making moqueca, which is a Brazilian seafood stew with coconut milk. So I've got some black cod heads. We went to the fish market, and yeah. So we got cod there, and then I've got the rest of the cod in here with some shrimp, kind of marinating in some lime juice and salt. We got some onions and peppers and garlic and ginger sauteing up. And then we're going to add some bell peppers and tomatoes. And then once our stock is ready, we're going to add stock, some coconut milk, some more spices. We're going to add our fish and then layer on more tomatoes and bell peppers and onions. And then cover it for about half an hour. And then we're also going to do a rice and farofa, which is this like kind of like grits but drier, and it's made from cassava flour. So yeah, Brazilian food. And we're also making caipirinhas today. So that is the Brazilian daiquiri featuring cachaça, which is a sugarcane distillate, very similar to rum. But yeah, I mean, I've been pretty good. Things are busy. Working on food video still. It's a long work in progress, but yeah. Producer's doing really good. She likes to quilt, and so she's been quilting up a storm, trying to prepare for the holiday season, so that way people have their gifts. But yeah, we're just chilling, having a good time. I'm going to grab a little bit of water. And then I think I'm actually going to start up. How is the Halloween prep coming along? Well, we got our candy. Where the hell's the big ass bags of candy? We got candy. And it actually falls on next Friday, which is our Dungeons and Dragons Day. And so we're doing Strahd here tomorrow. And then we're doing Strahd again next week. And that's going to be the finale. So if you're unfamiliar, Strahd is the module that is all about like Dracula. It's all like vampire stuff. And so we're going to finish the module. We're going to have our finale session on Halloween. And we're all going to dress up as our characters. So it'll be fun. Yeah, yeah. We're going to kill the big bad vampire. So it'll be a lot of fun. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And we're going to make bún bò Huế next time. So it's a, Vietnamese like pork soup. And it's very red. So it'll be, spooky. All that stuff. It'll be fun. I'm excited for it. I'll probably bring back those the jelly melon drinks. They really like the jelly melon stuff. So, yeah, it'll be a good time. My buddy's about to have a kid, and so, best to get this in before the kid shows up and wrecks all our plans. No. Beautiful child. Making our plans. It's all good. I'm going to do some light prep work here on some of these tomatoes because we get consistent rains, and I never had that before. Yeah, bún bò Huế. Yeah, I bet you could get some good bún bò Huế in your neck of the woods. Yeah, I just got to do some light processing of some of these tomatoes because it's raining, so they split really easily. And so most of these tomatoes got some bad spots on them, but that's fine. Most of it's good and tasty. I'm sure I could. I mean, I'm bi-Asian. I'm sure I could look for a Viet place that sells that. Yeah, yeah. It's like pho. If you've been to a pho place, they probably serve bún bò Huế there. It's just kind of lesser known. And it's more pork based, right? Whereas bún bò Huế is more beef based. Or no. Pho is more beef based. And bún bò Huế is pork. Sorry. Just gotta process these real quick. Yeah, yeah. Well, it's like spicier pho, and pork. But yeah, we are getting to that pho time of year. At least here, things are cooling off. That's why we're moving back into soups for the winter. Working our way through these. Pretty alright. Yeah, we'll cut it off. Sorry, I'm not being the most attentive to chat. My apologies. But we are working through these. Yeah, smells really good. That is producer's only critique. Smells good. I must be doing something right. Make sure we don't burn this. We are close to doing if we don't pay attention. Let's just be kind to our soup. Add a little bit of liquid to it. How about that? Oop. This big heirloom guy. All right. Just get a little bit of tomato juice in the bottom of this. Do a good job to lift a little bit of that fond. Apologies again on the sinuses. Let me see. What else I was gonna do? I was going to go pick some of these harissa. I want to add some of those. I know we've got some of them out here that are good. Yep. Hide from me. Okay. And then this one. Okay. All right. Fish stew is becoming more of a fish stew. All right. And so these are kind of sweeter, or at least not super spicy. Just trying to add to that bed of pepper flavor. More broad. All right. Thank you for stopping by. It's always good to hear from you. Okay, and now we're going to add a couple bell peppers. We'll add half our bell peppers. I think we've got 4, so we're going to add 2. Oh, hey, we've got a 5th one here. It is older. Needs to be used, I'm sure. Another half an onion, which also should be used. So I'm gonna take, yeah, this is gonna get used. Okay, so I'm gonna take this guy and one of those guys. We'll saute them down into the base of this. Oh, maybe you want to close this. That'd be a good idea. Sometimes you find this like waxy stuff on it. this guy's got a little nick right there. I'm probably gonna just. Oh, sorry, being incompetent. Happens to all of us from time to time. Okay, so I'm going to cut these like this, so that way they cook down. And then the ones that go on top, I'm just going to leave them in kind of like ring form. Because I think that'll make for a good... These are going to cook down, right? And those are going to like be a little more fresh. You know what? I'm going to give this a little taste. Just trying to see what kind of heat we're working with right now. That's kind of spicy. I think I'm going to add this other jalapeno over here. Because this is going to get lengthened out with a bunch of fish and other stuff. Let's see, is there any interesting peppers in here we could use? Instead, I got these Vietnamese devil peppers, but those are like way too hot. And I got like Scotch bonnets, and those are great, but they're also like really hot. We'll just use this guy. Wonderful flavor. Yeah, I'm just getting some spice, and I know this isn't supposed to be spicy, but I know I'm going to add a ton of fat that's just going to like mellow out the spice uber strong. So you got to kind of like, you know, dress for the job you want, not the job you have. heart of palm, black pepper. Just making sure I'm not missing anything, man. I think I got it. All right. If that's the case, then I'm gonna start kind of working on something else here. Keep this sauteing down. And I'm gonna actually let's move this over here. Turn the heat on. We'll just keep that boiling because I think I'm gonna draw stuff from that for this and for this rice. So I'm gonna just grab another pot over here, and we're actually gonna start off with some bacon. A lot of Brazilian dishes start with bacon fat. So we will do the same. I'm not going to be too precious about this. So we'll just add a fair amount. I think we're also going to need bacon for the base of the farofa as well. So we'll just, a couple, 3 pieces of bacon, 3, 4. And this is just ends and bits bacon, right? Save yourself some money. Tomatoes just kind of sitting over here. Whoops. My bad. Just trying to get this stuff in the compost. Free up some space for, something. Thank you. Movie magic. To the Thai food place, and they had panda sal. So producers just eating bread by the fistful. You're gonna spoil your dinner and your life and all that stuff. You need to be stopped. Okay. And we're just gonna do the bacon in there. Let's grab another. We'll go with like a flat bottom guy. Ooh, experiment. Oh, hey, we picked up like 6 people right now. Wow. What's up, party people? I'm going to do an experiment. It's called, I use this cup for the rice cooker. And it says a cup, but it's not a cup. And I learned this. We're going to make rice, and I want to know how much of a cup this cup is. Because it is, oh shit, if I can pull that up. It is what will become a cup, apparently. So. This is, it's a fucking cup. Am I dumb? I've used like 4 cups. That whole rice cooker holds 3 cups. I've used 4 cups in this thing, and it overflows.
I mean, if you like shake it out, it's like a little under, but like.
It's a little under? I don't know. Things look fatter on camera. I don't know. It's maybe we're just idiots. I don't know. Who the hell knows? But we need some jasmine rice for this, I believe. And I'm also going to do some more kind of mirepoix dealier. We're going to add one of these little Bolivian rainbow peppers as well. Let's see. Great. Well, that's an amount of rice we will use, and we may use more, depending. That's fine with me. Da, da, da. Just double checking that I'm not missing anything. Okay. Great. Well, I think we're probably going to be head and shoulders above some of the stuff I look up. I don't know. Sometimes I look up stuff because I'm like, oh, I'm not sure. And they're like, you cook it with oil. Whoa. I was like, oh my God. Okay. You just need to get over the imposter syndrome. You know what I mean? I think I got some decent cooking sense. I don't fucking know. All right. Keep this off to the side for now. Still doing up that bacon after all. And I'm just going to blitz through some of these tomatoes. Just not being too precious or concerned. It all gets cooked down anyway. Go after this big, bad heirloom. A little bit. There's a little split there. Whoop. Beer. And I think we'll save the rest for on top with the extra onions and stuff. Bell peppers or whatever. You know what? We can add a couple more. What am I saying? Okay. So looking a lot more tomato based, which is good. This is kind of what we want. Okay. This has been hanging up. I feel like this coconut oil is just like solidified in the bottom of this thing. Okay, I think we're gonna have to use this for some other kind of application that's like mostly coconut oil, because I'm pretty sure this is almost entirely just coconut oil. So that actually might be really good for some Thai food where we use the coconut oil from the coconut milk as the base by breaking it, like we were talking about earlier. So that's fine. Just means we gotta make some more Thai food. Oh no. God forbid. Here, I probably should have been shaking this up. Some coconut milk. I use probably about half of it. At least right now. And then I'm gonna ladle in some of this. Fish stock. Been cooking up. Trying to keep most of the solids out if I can help it. Which I can help it. Alright, that's probably good for now. And we'll just kind of let that roll. If we had red palm oil, this would be looking really dark. It's one of those stain everything red sorts of guys. Okay, and we're got this stuff. This is mostly fried up. Thinking. So before we start burning things, can pull this off for a snack and start in on our sofrito, mirepoix. I'm not sure what they call it in Brazil, right? They speak Portuguese. They don't speak Spanish. I'm not exactly informed. Oh, I'm such an idiot, man. Let's get this tasty bits out. We want to eat those. All right. Oh. I'm actually going to turn the heat down, and we'll just let this kind of rock slowly. A little more slowly than it is right now. Let's let it rock with it off. How about that? Be colder. Water has good heat capacity. We've added water to frying liquids before. That's always gone really well, right? This, and then we're going to add some garlic as well. And then we're going to toast off, see how much rice we've got. And we might have to add more of another kind of rice or something. Chop this guy up in little bits. Yeah. Yeah. All right. And then I'm going to add some of this garlic, and I think it's about time we make a caipirinha. There we go. Nothing too bad. Don't want to like spoil this fond, right? I'll just take like another handful of garlic, and the rest will be for the farofa. I could press it, but I'm choosing not to. And this is still, oh, you know what? Probably because I added a bunch of room temperature liquid to it. That would do it, I'm sure. We'll just let that go. In the moqueca? Yeah. I put 2 bell peppers in it already. And then I'm going to add the bell peppers over the top. Yeah. Yeah, I'll leave the ones on the top in rings. They don't have to be rings if you don't want them to be rings. Oh, hey, look at that. We've got a chat from Spam. Thank you, Spam. producer wants to steal all my bacon. My hard cooked bacon. Mm-hmm.
A big piece. Just take like.
All right. If you insist. All right. Caipirinha. Just watching all this stuff real quick. I know how to make it. I'm just. All right. That's what I thought. Okay. Oh, you know what? We don't have. I don't have any Demerara sugar. That's unfortunate. I have palm sugar. Let's use palm sugar. It'll add a nice coconutty flavor. You know what? I think with palm sugar, this might actually like improve. Palm sugar tastes like toasted coconut sugar. It's like really fucking. Yeah, this is getting me excited. Necessity is the mother of invention. I don't know why I don't have. Oh, you know what? Because I made simple syrup. Because for me, Demerara sugar is always a means to simple syrup. But in this drink, you're meant to muddle the limes with the raw sugar instead of use as syrup. It's one of those drinks that is kind of old-timey. They used to do that in the past before they had access to like sugars and syrups and things. So old bartending culture, or you call it like I guess pre-ice bar culture is when they would use swizzle sticks quite a lot, and they would swizzle stuff, you know, as opposed to like shaking. This is probably on the edge of that because I'm pretty sure a lot of times it's swizzled, but you can also get it shaken. Let's grab our cocktail cutting board. And we are using the full lime in this. So we're going to want to make sure to wash these thoroughly. If you're going to use zests or you're going to use any of that stuff, you got to wash these guys from the store. They're not pristine. You don't know where they've been. They might even be really good quality limes, but you just don't know their journey. All right. And then we're going to take the little nubbin off. We're just gonna kind of eighth them down, and fuck it, I'm gonna use a whole lime, which is probably gonna render about 1.5 ounces of juice, which means we should probably add about 2 ounces of cachaça, maybe a little more. Okay, and then we want enough sugar to where we can. Right, we've got this kind of toasted palm sugar. It's nice. two big, there are 3 big bar spoons. It's too sweet. Next one, I'll dial it back. And then we need to muddle it. I'm gonna actually get cheese. This is a decent muddle. Oh, and salt. That's the thing I always forget in these drinks is like, salt your food. Why wouldn't you salt your drink, Fran? I know we use trash salt here. I gotta get on the diamond bandwagon. I get it. Okay. That was probably a little too much salt, but whatever. Who cares? I'm never gonna die. Okay, this is actually probably gonna look not like a caipirinha because this palm sugar is really like dark, even darker than you would expect your demerara sugar to be. But who cares, right? I am not the best presentation-oriented cook or bartender or whatever. So why would I start now? Just realizing now we made it all in the cheer tin. It's not how I normally make these, but it's whatever. Who cares? I'm gonna go for a little over 2 ounces. Just 'cause, yeah. That's 2 ounces and some. For whatever reason, cachaça always tastes like sweet corn to me. It always has this like sweet corn kind of vibe, which is really nice. I actually like it quite a bit. So we're probably going to expect some of the sugar to not dissolve. Yeah. Maybe I should have added more ice, actually. You know what? Let's shake with a little more ice. Smells really good. So the thing that's good about this is you get the wedge, which lets you get more oils and things that would have expressed, so they can express themselves. Only thing is, the longer it takes for you to drink this, the more bitter it's going to get, because you also have the pith, right, which is bitter. So there's all sorts of ways people spend all their time trying to, you know, get the loveliness of the zest without any of the troubleness of the bitter pith. And I could try to go for a big rock, but this guy's supposed to come out kind of slushy-y anyway. Okay. There we go. That's looking a little more full-figured, how I'd expect it. Okay. And there, you know, there's a little bit of sediment, right? This is that pre-syrup world. But it's really fucking good. That extra salt kind of leans into that margarita zone. Because margaritas are kind of salty. Super good. things are looking lovely. I wonder if I have enough rice. I'm sure I'm gonna put half a cup in this thing. It's just gonna be overflowing. My cup doth overflow. This is like 2 cups. Kind of wanted a couple more cups, if at all possible. Kind of wanted to go for 4 cups. Producer's manufacturing another kind of rice. We've got some long grain basmati. I would consider jasmine like a medium long. Long is long. Basmati is like extra long. It's fine though. Rice is rice. It's also one of those where you're like, why don't you toast the rice? And you're like, buddy, you gotta saute the rice. How the hell am I supposed to wash the rice and then saute the rice? That don't make no sense. God don't make no junk. This is the rice I use for making koji. What's up?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Weren't you told you're also gonna make the butter mochi thing?
Was I gonna make that tonight?
I guess you do it
Oh.
tomorrow. If you
I
want.
could do it tonight if we want. I thought let's do it tomorrow. I was gonna make butter mochi, which is the thing we've already made on here before.
Or the coconut thaw.
Yeah, and the coconut needs to thaw. That's a good point. Yeah. So, sorry. Guess we're gonna have to just settle for sautéed plantains.
Oh yeah.
All right. Rice. Hand it off to the disembodied producer. And we're just gonna saute this up. Get some good saute action. I think we can turn this down. Basically, once we add the fish and all the stuff, and then we like cover it, it's done in 20 minutes. So I also need to get this going, and I got a couple more things. So this might be actually a short stream today. What? What? A short stream? Never heard of them. Short stream's like 5 hours.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Normally. Maybe we do make the butter mochi. We wait for the thing to thaw. Yeah, this fucking slaps. I like it with the palm sugar too. It's like coconut-y. Light toasty coconut. Yeah, you could just house those. Or I could. Anyway. Okay. We don't have enough shit out here, so let's get something else. All right. I've got some of these Thai bananas, these Thai guys. I think we'll saute up some of these. Yeah? Think so? Or should I saute up the plantain, the plátano? I'm very banana illiterate, so let's do 2 of these and 1 of the plantains. We'll figure out how we feel about them. I tried to pick plantains that were actually ripe and not green, because use the green plantains for the for the tostones. But we're not trying to do tostones. I think we're just trying to do
I think those little bananas are the ones that they do in lumpia.
the lumpia. They do the lumpia with them? Okay, cool. Well, that's good. That means they're kind of sweet?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Or are they sweet because of brown sugar?
No, I think they're more on the sweet side.
Okay.
But like not sweet like a banana either.
All right. Getting mixed reports here. Do you want your water bottle? That way it's not on the counter with everything. I need to be cutting this. And I'm going to saute this up in a pan, and then we're going to do the farofa in the same pan. So I'm going to use just like a little bit of olive oil or butter. Maybe we do butter. I'm going to do, you know what, I'm going to do olive oil. It's fine. I don't care. Probably best to hold off onto the bacon until after we cook the plantain, though. You know what I mean? So we'll just lightly oil the pan. Do these, banana plantain. Am I dumb? That's a bad question. How dumb am I? There we go. That's a better question. I'm going to cut it from the center out both ways. Because I just know I'm going to slip and just cut my hand. So let's just avoid that entirely. Okay. These guys look all right. I'm going to turn this to like a heat of some kind. Okay, and then oil, just a little bit of oil. I'm just kind of going for that, like, I mean, I don't know if this is how they would do it, but I'm kind of going for that Cuban Maduro, where it's like a ripe plantain or banana that's just kind of sauteed. And, nice and enjoyable. This will just be like a good side something. These are little teeny guys. I'm not the biggest fan of banana, but South America sure is. So, when in South America, do as the South Americans. Okay. Looks like it's heating up. There you go. Get in there. Pan's hot? Pan looks hot. I don't know. Turn it up a little more. It's taking all my willpower now to just crush this. And I'm failing. Okay. I'm starting to smell some toasty rice. That's a good sign. Probably means we're about ready to add our liquid. I'm gonna go for one of these, just so we don't end up with a bunch of fish bits in here. And we gotta make sure that we reach over everything with our non-dominant hands. Okay. All right. I think we're probably at like a good amount here. Just trying to judge a little bit. And we're just in time to burn our... Yeah, hell yeah. Let's burn these fuckers. These are my little fucking... Oh. Should be cooking these at a lower temperature. Here, you know, let's just turn the heat off. I'm bad chef. I'm idiot sandwich chef. Happening right under my nose. Let me just not... Fucking wooden butter knife. Okay. I think that's enough. And that's like a little piece of rice. Okay. Yeah. Making sure nothing's on the bottom. So that's good. I think we can put the lid on this thing. And cook it at like whatever temperature that's at. Looks like a decent boiling temp. So we'll just leave it at that. Maybe turn it even down a little bit. Double check in here. Make sure nothing's sticking on the bottom. Nope, everything's feeling really silky smooth. Okay. Oh, man. Not even a lot of sugar undissolved. I think that means I did a good job. Hell yeah. Okay. There's that. Fish bits and stuffs. Oh. Producer, save me! Okay, thanks. Am I missing something with these? I don't know. Am I an idiot with plantains? I feel like I'm starting to get actually like, kind of good at tostones, but everything else I just feel like I fucking suck ass at. I just feel like I'm really bad. I kind of want to add more fish stock to this as well. Now that it's actually like uber concentrated. You know what? No. We're gonna keep this thing the way it is. Ow. Oh no. The repercussions of my actions. No. You know what I mean? This feels like much more. I feel like I need to do something more with this.
Did you taste it?
The heads? The
No,
stock?
The soup.
No, I haven't tasted it. No. I need to be doing that more. My apologies. I'll give it a couple minutes here. How are these looking? Huh? They are whistling. I think these little ones can come off. Oh, no. Well, just that one. Just these two. Or maybe, I don't know. I'm dumb. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about at all. Who the fuck knows what I'm talking about? Man. God damn it. Okay. I'm gonna turn this up. I want to make another one of these. And I'm going to do just that. We got another lime. Another $1. Oh, oops. I forgot to take out the little nubbin of stem. Don't want to drink that. No, thank you.
You want to drink the nubbin?
I don't want to drink the nubbin. Contrary to popular belief, I don't actually enjoy drinking the stem. You can't even tie it in a knot in your mouth. The fuck is with that? Why don't they leave them long? Imagine if limes came with long stems. Whatever. Back to this palm sugar. Back to our palm sugar game. And I thought the sweet to sour was actually really on point. So for a whole lime, it's like 3 heaping spoonfuls of sugar. And just scotchy. Dinner time. This music's really cool. It sounds like it's melting. Hell yeah. It's actually surprisingly good metal. And like, I don't know, man. What the fuck is the point of having just a stick? Oh, I got my fancy stick. I say as I hold a fancy stick. It's just like, get yourself something that can do like more than one thing. Unless that it does that one thing like uber well and you gotta have it. You know what I mean? Like I like a garlic press. I could chop it and then like grind it with salt and I could do all that shit, but like it is just a fucking I'm good, man. I'm gonna reuse these wedges and stuff. Against my own advice. But yeah, it's just like a press is man, that convenience is real. That's real convenience. But with like a muddle, like I don't know. You don't actually muddle things quite a bit. Making a lot of mint juleps? No, not really. Yeah, uber ice. It's just a shitload of small ice pieces. Man. You can hear? The bananas are whistling. Okay. Give me this thing. All right. Hell yeah. That little fucking nubbin. Okay, that's fine. Spoon. Cuchara. That's nice. Light. Got a little bit of spice. Yeah, that's gonna be really good. Okay, cool. How's this doing? Are these burning yet? I sure hope they are. Burn. No, they're barely even cooking now. God, I don't understand this front burner. It's got two highs in the middle, but it doesn't change the size of the thing. I'm kind of just like so unaware of how this thing works. I need to like look up the manual. Well, this one looks done. Banana. That one doesn't look done. That one doesn't look done. Whatever. All right. I'll use this time to prep the rest of the tomatoes and bell peppers and stuff. And then we're just going to add the fish into it. I think we can just turn off this stock and I'll probably just put it in something else. Actually, there's a thing we can use with it for tomorrow called rajol or whatever, where you add the stock. Or, yeah, porridge. Okay. So we need more onion and more bell pepper and more tomato. So I'm going to do about like half an onion. I'm going to take a couple bell peppers and we're going to leave them in the rings. And then, you know, a couple rest of these tomatoes and stuff. This. We'll use the smaller half. That's fine. We'll just do it. We'll do fancy people cut the onion. Brom, brom, brom. But I don't think we got to do all of it. We can just do the sideways, sideways. We don't need to do like that. I think we're fine. All right. That's looking pretty, you know, like what I saw in the video. Just kind of a rough, nice, whatever. This can go back in the refrigerator. And then bell peppers. Do a couple bell peppers. Two, bell pepper. We are going to take these guys and ring them up, I guess. So you can like push it like that and like pull it out. And you can like, that works pretty well. If you really need to, oh my God, like keep the sides intact. Good producer, leaving your stuff all around the house. Okay. See? And you can go like that. And there you are. Yar. Look at that. You might want to grab, pull some of the internals so there's not so many seeds and stuff. But now we've got a whole thing. All the rings parts are intact, so if you need to commit, this is also a good way for like if you were going to stuff these, right? You don't have to like go in with a knife or whatever. You just kind of push it. That works pretty well. Yeah. All right. That's looking fine. All right, we got our 4-sided guys and our 3-sided guys. They actually kind of coolly different. Make a different shape. That's fun. Okay, and then I was going to do the rest of these tomatoes. And then we'll add the fish and then all our stuff. And then cover it up for 20 minutes. Is this fucking heat on at all? God damn. Dude, I guess it's on. It's kind of toasting stuff up. And now it's immediately on fucking 1,000,000,000 degrees. God, why does it have 2 highs? We will never know. Doesn't change the size of the burner. Just sometimes high is high, sometimes high is not high. I hope we have enough room. I'm always doing this, where we're just not enough room. Like I wish there was like they just made this size with this many quarts, or what, 7 quarts, but they made it like 7.4 quarts. You know what I mean? But they always told me 7 quarts, but they made it 7.4 quarts. That's what I want. I want to be tricked into never having any problems. Because I picked all these tomatoes. We got to fucking shove them all in there. There's no way around it. They must all be used. Or I'm going to fucking I'm going to unalive my, goldfish in Minecraft. Fucking forgot we're on Twitch and they have things, or what? Don't they have things? If I say, kill the president in Minecraft, isn't that allowed? You're allowed to say that, pretty sure. Commit tax fraud in Minecraft. Okay, let's see. This is looking more toasty. And that's not looking more toasty. And I don't care. Billy Crack Corn, I don't care. Now we're gonna get our hands a little messy. Time to just fucking muscle this fish in there.
What with the fish?
Huh? What's up?
You're gonna do what with the fish?
I'm gonna muscle it in there. Oh, oh. We're just go in with all the shrimp and the juice. I think there's definitely enough room for everything. No, it's fine. We'll just use like a smattering at each, and then, I don't know, put the rest of this mirepoix in a bowl and make some like eggs tomorrow or something. I don't know. So I'm gonna add just like some of that. Just like, I don't know, half of what we have. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of onion, just like a handful. A bit, a handful. And then we're gonna just grab these and use most of these and just kind of that's the sound they make. I don't know. You're looking at me weird, like I'm making the sound that it doesn't make. That's what happens when you squeeze stuff into when there's not a lot of. Yeah, tomatoes and onions. That's good for eggs. Everybody loves tomato and onion egg. Okay.
Wait, can you do a gesture towards the thing?
Can I do a gesture? Okay. All right. And then we're going to keep this covered for 20 minutes. In the meantime, we're going to make farofa. We're going to figure out how to fuck up this thing. This new thing I'm learning about. Farofa. Here. Oh, I forget. We can just use the onions for the farofa then. Fuck it. Fuck it. Okay, well, there's bananas. Those are bananas. And they are sauteed. Boy, howdy. Okay, let's just cook up bacon. This is like one of those things like ice cream where it's just carbs and fat mixed together, I think. I'm just gonna use all this. We're done with it. We're not gonna. Bacon, you're dead to me. Or I mean, I love you so much, but I gotta use all of it. And you know what? Since that's closed, we're officially gonna move this to here. Pull this apart. I'm going to take out this compost, actually. Fuck it. Oh, we didn't turn on the lights. No. That's why we got no one watching. Didn't turn on the damn Christmas lights. Here, let me turn those on. Oh, one of them's like half in? The other one wasn't in at all? God damn. Okay, well, there we go. Now we can annoy the neighbors. Wonderful. Wunderbar. Okay. Okay. Oh, man. Excuse me. All right. Oh, shit. All of these are adding raisins. What the fuck? Do we have raisins? God damn it. Who knew they loved raisins in Brazil? Or at least in this one thing. I swear to God, I looked up all the things. I braved the fish market. I never ordered fish from a fish market before. And be like, I want this many fish. Cut them this way, please. All that stuff. Just to be foibled by raisins. Ah. You've got apricot. I have a feeling I know that these dried apricots are fucking dull as hell. I got a monk fruit sweetener. Shit. And this is where the sodium citrate is. And all the rest of the fucking... Oh, man. We have so many of those. Okay. Well. Let's get some pumpkin seeds in here. God damn. Alright. Well, no raisins. That's fine, though. I don't care. If you're going to yell at me about not having raisins, then, I don't know, man. But it does call for quite a bit of onion. So I think we're actually going to take the rest of that other onion and cut it up and use it. So that's fine. So far, we just don't have a use for the tomatoes exactly. Which is okay. That's okay. I just spent forever drawing them. It's whatever. Maybe you can like cook them down with the onions. Maybe we do that. Maybe we do that. And then we're gonna want some cilantro on a bunch of stuff. I didn't anticipate this. I thought this one was really quick. I'm such a dummy. Man. Miso done. All right. You know what? I'll just have to make eggs tomorrow. And put those guys on the eggs. That's fine. We will do that. No hard feelings, tomatoes. We love you dearly, and we will miss you for the next 9 months. Ah, man. Guess that's what they mean by the salad days or whatever, because you can actually just make a salad with all the fresh shit you got. Okay. Well, come on. Work for me. Super good. If you can only get one bottle, get a bottle of cachaça. Or you could even do this with white rum. Super good. Super easy. I'm going to do another... You know what? Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to grab one of these Taiwan lychee beers. It's lychee juice and beer mixed together, so it is a shandy. It's only like not quite 4%, but it tastes like lychee, and it's really tasty. Oh, that's nice. I don't want to like take a peek. Yeah, we're only like halfway. What about here? Is this looking like anything? Is this looking? It's smelling in a way that's not a good smell. Smelling in the not good smell way. Great. Yum. Ah, it's fine. This is really fixable. Just, you know what? I'm gonna commit. I should have done this years ago. I should have committed when I had the chance. We're just gonna take this, and we're just gonna fucking pour all of it in there. We got a little bit of a crystalla, saccharide. Saccharat, I think that's the word. That's all right. It's all good. This is recoverable for sure. See, this is 4 cups, and that's 3 cups. How does that make any goddamn sense?
I think the long grain and the short grain maybe a little bit. I don't know. I can't tell you.
This is like
I know
2 times the fucking rice cooker,
This
at
would
least.
only take 2 cups of long grain.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they expand a little more than the short grain.
Yeah, I'm gonna add a little more agua. Just fucking go. Be gummy. I dare you. Be gummy, rice. Make my day. Fucking. Yeah. That's a bit disappointing. Maybe one day I'll be able to make rice in a pot. We'll give it a couple minutes. Figure itself out. Bacon. Ja bacon me scream. Bacon. Say, it's looking mostly done here. There we go. That's how we know it's done. I got something in my throat. This. God, I don't know. Ow. I just burned myself. Thanks. World physics, I guess. So we should have saved the bacon. I guess it goes back into it. So if we saved the other bacon, we would have had more bacon to put back into this stuff. Is it getting any better? Maybe. Just a little toasty on the bottom. Not a big deal. Add the rest of this water. It's done. It's basically done to me. Yeah, I like the texture. I'll just leave as is. Ooh, that looks really good. I'm gonna add like another cup of water to this, and just I don't know. I feel like there's more oomph that has to give. I feel like I'm gonna make something with this fish stock tomorrow. Just leave it on like kind of low, medium. Man, I think I burned my wrist on that bacon grease. Yow. I'm gonna go in with the rest of this garlic we got. Smash it and add it. I will say the videos look like there's a lot more oil. So maybe we will need to add more oil partway through this, but I don't know. Probably better less oil and then add more if needed. Probably spent wise. I think I'm just gonna turn off this heat, and this will continue to like kind of stay at its amount. So we're starting to get a bit of a boil, and like we just meant to kind of like poach the seafood, right? So. All right, here's the moment. I got some tapioca flour. Let's see if this shit works. Basically, you pour a bunch of this in there, and then it becomes like a dry porridge, sort of. I don't even know, man. I also have some sorghum. What does it say? Tapioca flour, right? As opposed to tapioca starch. So we'll see if this works. Turn the heat like way down, like way down. I think we need more oil. I think this is a vehicle for oil. Right? Like French fries are a vehicle for ranch or whatever. I think this is a vehicle for oil. We're going to try to figure this shit out together. And there was also some concerns about coarse cassava flour versus non-coarse cassava flour and like all this shit. And starch versus flour. So hopefully this isn't just like tapioca starch that was labeled tapioca flour. And you know, cassava and tapioca are the same thing, but like maybe they're not. Like this is like fucking, yeah, I don't know, man. This is not looking like what it's supposed to look like. I don't know about you. It's supposed to like clump together and make these, yeah, look like clumpy guys. Look like clumpy guys. Okay, maybe we just need a lot more oil. In the videos, there's a shitload of oil in that pan. Maybe we should have done a lot of bacon. Maybe that's what we should have done. It's supposed to like clump around it and like make these little fucking clump guys. Clump guys. The new podcast hitting all your podcasts. Tune in to Clump Guys. Everybody loves Clump Guys. Rob Schneider is a carrot. This is not really. This is a nightmare. This looks like shit. I don't think. I think I've fucked. I think I've officially fucked this up. You know what I mean? This looks like first draft of mashed potatoes. You know what I mean? God, like, you know, like trying to turn in his homework or something. What did you bring in today? Well, I brought this like mashed potatoes, and they look at it like, this looks like dog shit. Did you do your outline? Yeah, I did the outline. Well, I'll give you a C, but I don't know. This is not turning into the thing. You know what I mean? It's like a crumbly, fall apart fucking deal. This is... Yeah, like it looks like it's supposed to look like stuffing. I don't know how it's supposed to turn into stuffing like this. I'm thinking this is tapioca starch, and they just labeled it tapioca flour. This is a product of Thailand. I think whatever regulations they're going through. And we've been asking around for cassava flour and looking up things, and it's like cassava is tapioca, is thing. Starch isn't flour, but who's to say they're not just like fucking putting whatever on the... This is totally just fucked. I just made a roux of cassava, of tapioca. Who's ready for gravy? Sans the liquid. Who's ready for a dry gravy? This is dumb, man. Maybe we'll come back to making Brazilian food and we'll try to figure this shit out. But this is like, yeah, we'll make like the feijoada or whatever, the bean thing. Yeah, and I gotta like just like order this online or something, because this is not behaving as advertised. Well, great. Look, guys, it's the thing. I guess it is kind of crumbling. Is it like this? Is it supposed to... No. Well, it's not. It's only crumbling when I like try to make it crumbling. It doesn't exist on its own as crumbling. It exists on its own as, you know, proto gravy. Yeah, it doesn't look like that at all. God damn it. Fucking Brazilians trying to trick me out of my money. Well, we might as well chop up the bacon, put it in it, and put the cilantro on it and go, hey guys. I'm sure it has the same macros. You know what I mean? And we will try better next time. But I think we just don't have the right stuff. I have sorghum flour, which is a lot more coarse. We might try this again with some sorghum tomorrow. But I'm not really convinced. Yeah, I don't know. And then there's like cilantro. Basically the rest is like just cilantro. Man. Pretty infuriating. Pretty good. Pretty good. I think all that's left is cilantro and plating. And another caipirinha. We need to make another one of those. So, I'll just chop up a bunch of this. And I will have to make another drink after this for the thing, so sorry.
How's the beer thing?
It's good.
Good.
Yeah, it's always good. Lychee beer is tasty beer.
Did you say one where they had that pineapple one?
Yeah, I think so.
One? Okay.
It's like a shandy of juice and beer. Okay, this is like... I hate it. Well, fine then. Like, oh no, we're out of this stuff and all the bowls.
You should use one of those.
The big bowl? And this, like this? Because I need the stuff on the side.
Yeah, I guess they do put that on a plate.
Yeah.
Is the green one? The green shallow bowl?
Well, then it won't fit with the stuff. I'll just do this. I thought we'd have the other bowls, but it's whatever. Okay. Thank you. A little crispy. What else? They put it on the side.
Snip it.
Smells good. And then I'm gonna add this farofa on the side because we're gonna eat it. Max Miller just came out with a video where he aged like a bunch of bullshit in sake and let it dry out for 3 years, and he ate it and it was horrible. So I just made this dumb annoying thing. I can at least taste it. Tell you guys that's not good. Whatever. We'll grab that. We'll grab this one. And like one of these. How about that? Is this visually appealing? Does this look good? Does this look like a good plating? Okay, cool. I'm gonna make another caipirinha. And then we'll try everything. Okay. Caipirinha número 3. Grab another one of these limes. Sorry. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Sorry, the bowl's really tall or whatever. 9:30. Pretty quick one. Maybe we should have made more stuff. is a whole meal and like a fucking side, a couple sides, and
Wasn't that hard?
yeah, drink. I think that's what we're learning about Brazilian food. They don't add any spices, and they don't really explain how any of their recipes work, and everything kind of is quickly, and it's like, do I juice the lime and put it in the drink? No, just cut up the lime and fucking throw it all in there. No. Ice. There you go. I'm just gonna pour all the rest of the ice stuff in here, into there. And maybe a tad more from other ice sources. This is probably a bad idea to do it this way. Sorry. Just needs a little more ice, I promise. But it's best to shake out these ice guys into the ice tray. Otherwise, that shit just goes everywhere. All right, cool. Thank you for your patience. Okay, we want a lot of small pieces of ice because we want it to like slushify. It needs to be a slushy. Okay, and then cachaça. This is like for a whole lime. I think this is 3 bar spoons, or not bar spoons, but like big spoonfuls. I think we're good for 2.5, 3 ounces. So this would be a double. It's one of those where it takes a couple, 3 times making a cocktail to like kind of dial in your taste of it and understand like how big it is, how much it needs, and what. So, this one's only 3 ingredients, so it's pretty easy to dial it in. All right. And for those who are not, boop, boop, boop. Sorry. For those who are not aware, I'm using palm sugar. She's probably using raw sugar, although raw sugar is like pretty big and crystallized. I think this is actually dissolving more because it's smaller, finer sugar. But because there's so few ingredients in there, I think they opt for the raw sugar so as to impart more flavor. Because raw sugar does have a flavor. Okay, let's grab a spoon. Try to figure out if any of this stuff is good. All right, fish. I kind of want to just try this stuff. The weird gravy thing. Yeah, whatever this is definitely not right. I need to figure out how to find like coarse cassava flour. We went to 3 stores. that should have something like this, and they just didn't have it. Well, it tastes like bacon and onions, but it's just like one of those where I think it's meant to be like a crumbly, like sort of cornmeal thing. And you know, bananas. Bananas, bananas, banana. It's a nice accoutrement for sure. Oh, you can see the fish pull away. Hell yeah. This is what I want. Fuck yeah, dude. Some good coconut, kind of spicy, fishy soup. This is a good fall soup, for sure. Sorry, so hot. Maybe a little more lime. I'm gonna top. But I'm gonna be powering through this tomorrow. Just fucking wow, wow, wow. Shrimp and the fish. Yeah, you need a little bit of acid. A little more, anyway. Sorry, this stuff is really addictive. And the cod is great. Perfect, nice. Comes apart as you see it. Like I could pull all these bones out. Really nice and easy. Fuck yeah. Well, there we go. Some real deal Brazilian food. And something else I fucked up. But I think this is like... I really want to eat more of this. All right. I think we've about hit our limit. This is probably going to go down as the shortest stream in Life of a Dyspeptic history. So, thank you for tuning in. I hope you found what you're looking for. Peace. Catch y'all later.